Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at this panel. My name is Maureen Dunn. I'm currently serve on the Board of Trustees at the College of DuPage. I'm also an alum, and I've spent most of my career in technology as a technology entrepreneur. I've also recently co-founded an angel group that funds companies, early stage technology startups that include neurodiverse team members as well. So welcome, and I'd like now each of our panelists to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Bob Clark. I'm the department chair for the HVACR department at the College of DuPage. That includes everything from building automation to facility management to just servicing someone's home and making sure that they can understand the concept of comfort. I also sit on the board for Innovation DuPage in town, and I work on COD's apprenticeship program, Project Higher Ed, and I'm looking forward to sitting on this panel and talking to you all about the STEM initiative.
Hi, I'm Amy Yarchen. I'm the program chair at College of DuPage for the Nuclear Medicine Technology program and the Computed Tomography program. Both of those are part of the diagnostic imaging programs at College of DuPage. And I'm also happy to be here to speak with you today about the wonderful array of programs College of DuPage offers.
Wonderful. Lubna?
Hi, my name is Lubna Hawk, and this is my 15th year here at COD as a chemistry professor. In my previous life, I did research on nanotechnology for many years. So I do come from a research background, and I incorporate that into our labs here at COD. I'm also the advisor for Chem Bonding Club, and we do a lot of volunteering activities. STEMCon, Women in STEM, is our big crowd pleaser at COD, and all my students, volunteers, are amazing when they come to work with the audience.
Great, perfect. So the first question I have for the panel is, what do you think makes COD stand out in STEM?
I think COD is uniquely positioned, unlike four-year schools, unlike most two-year schools, with the resources and the capabilities to provide not only standard technology, engineering, science, and education programs at the College of DuPage, but to also promote an even greater look into furthering your education even beyond COD. So not only are we a uniquely positioned stepping stone, but we also have the technology, the labs, the facilities that, in my personal opinion, I think are second to none across the entire nation.
I can completely agree with Bob on what makes COD stand out in STEM. It is our resources, 100%. Like Bob mentioned, it is the technology that we have available to us, the equipment, the people, the dedicated faculty and staff are experts in their fields, and it all comes together for an unparalleled experience. And having these resources, it has led to the College of DuPage's great reputation for quality of education. I've specifically been contacted by employers who are looking to hire College of DuPage graduates. It's amazing. And these employers are both in district and out of district looking to us to provide that workforce.
To that, I want to also add that we have a lot of collaboration among our faculty. So we not only have one perspective, but we have many different perspectives. For example, some students in my classes have reached out to professors in ethics or in literature to look at, for example, patents in chemistry and how to look at collaboration between chemistry and biology, or even chemistry and social work. So that is where we have a lot of collaboration among our faculty and students.
Mm-hmm. Great, that's great. And my next question is sort of a follow-on question to the first. and keeping in mind, maybe students that you've seen that started at COD and either transferred or maybe went straight to start technology companies or work in an apprenticeship. What do you think the advantages are in terms of starting STEM education at the College of DuPage?
I think I can, if you don't mind, I don't want to be the first one to go.
I can take it. I can take it.
So, what's that? You want to take it?
I said that's fine. You can go.
Okay. So I can speak to a couple of different perspectives about that question. And I think one of the most exciting ones that I can speak to right now is Project Higher Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Have people that are in an economy right now that are living with complete uncertainty, and what puts community into our college is letting our people know that we have support services to retool your life and put you back into the workforce. And we already have success stories. We're already over, even during COVID, we're over 20 something apprentices that are currently in our program, and we're taking on more now. And
Wow.
we're in relationships on a daily basis to start putting our industry and our students together and get them to bring an idea of success for their futures. And it's important.
Yeah, it's impressive in this environment, especially.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely. And it's a great team of folks, and I think we have a good process now. And from our Technology Education Center building, we have 40 different teachers, whether they're part-time or full-time, that are working in the most exciting and most relevant industries to STEM education. And they give back to our community by coming here and sharing their expertise with, and some come from far, far away, over an hour's drive, just to teach here because they believe in our mission and our vision and our values as an institution, and they want to make sure that our students succeed.
I can totally relate to what Bob has said. It really resonates with me. Many of my students have gone to other institutions and even received a bachelor's degree in a field that they were interested in, but they couldn't get a job. So they ended up coming back to COD after they've spent a lot of time and money on a degree, but the degree didn't lead them to an employable position. So considering this, I would say start your STEM degree at COD, and while you're here, use the amazing resources that we have and explore the great variety of courses and programs that we offer. Then you'll be confident in which next steps you should take to move yourself in the direction of success.
Well, thank you, both of you. And I want to add to that sometimes I do get students who are undecided and they are not sure about their future major, or they might even think that they want a certain major to pursue, but they are reluctant. So I think COD offers a lot of variety of courses that they can take, and because of our non-financial burden on our students, they can easily explore different things. They can explore through student clubs, they can explore through seminars, they can explore through our field trips. And that is where I think starting the STEM education at COD gets them the best that they can get for their money, but at the same time explore different fields.
Great. Yeah, so yeah, and that's it. I think there's all really good points. And so I imagine there's probably situations where you have a student that comes to you and they express an initial interest in STEM, but as you mentioned, they're not exactly sure which field to pursue. Is there any advice you would give to that student in particular?
I get a lot of students, even the ones who don't necessarily take my classes, maybe because I'm an advisor. Sometimes I volunteered at the new student orientation. So they ask me like, okay, we really are admiring what you do, but we're not sure if that's what we want to pursue. Maybe we want to pursue something in microbiology, or how would you advise us? I think the best advice is that the core science courses are the same for a lot of different majors. So that's where they can talk to the counselor and look at which courses are the same for different degrees, so they're not losing any time. They can also explore by coming to our student fairs, or coming in the summer and exploring the different programs that we have to offer. We have faculty speakers that go and volunteer at different schools. I know I do that for different high schools. So that's how we can provide more information before they even start at COD.
Great.
I would like to add that, you know, if we have a student that's interested in STEM, but they're not sure, you know, I would tell them to talk to people that are in the field, that are working in the field that you're considering, and ask them, you know, what is it that you like the most about this job? What is it that you like the least about this job? And ask a couple different people that same question. You kind of get a good feel for kind of the ups and downs of the field. There's positives and negatives to every position. So kind of hearing that from someone that's working in the field that you're considering is very helpful. Another thing that I've had recommended to students who are undecided, I would say try to get a job shadow for a couple hours. If you can get your foot in the door and follow someone around that does what you're thinking you might like to do, it's a great opportunity, and there's nothing like it to really understand, what does this mean? What does this job mean? What does this person actually do? It's hard to get a grip on unless you actually participate in it or witness it. It's a great way. So a job shadow would be a great thing that you could try to do. And also attending the STEM outreach activities. Obviously, we have lots of STEM outreach activities in college. They're amazing events.
Right. I imagine it makes it easier to think about these decisions when students could kind of connect what they're learning in the classroom and their courses to, you know, a meaningful career. You know, they're kind of they're thinking about which classes to take, but they're also gathering information and experience with potential careers. And I think that's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can share how we do that in our area. Our whole curriculum is built around probably 15, 20 different areas and pathways you can ride into. And instead of making a decision at one, we created a core group of classes that apply towards everything. So you can gravitate towards your strengths, you can understand them, and you can make an informed decision after 4 classes on what direction you like to go without losing a step in your academic progress towards that credential or certificate. And some other colleagues share the same sentiment, and we open up electives to some of our other departments to show folks. On the Project Higher Ed side, career awareness, career readiness is one of the two, those are the 2 major goals that we try to instill in folks and get them to understand what's a day in the life in this particular career life, and how do we get there, and how do we create this roadmap for success. And those are important values that I think ring true through every department. And it's not just a tech class. I try to teach our students to couple themselves with, you know, a philosophy class that might make sense, understand right from wrong, and take an art class just so you see the world from a perspective, and to maybe take a global information systems class and understand, how do you want to map out your day, you know, moving from place to place, and how can you use technology to create the most informed decision to do that well. So I think across campus, there's a lot of opportunities for anybody, you know, achieving that. And I think there's a lot of great people that give good insight and direction to all of these pathways, especially in an undecided person, to create maybe some type of roadmap of how do I start evaluating me and where I would like to go.
Yeah, That's wonderful. I mean, I think there's a lot of excellent points you've all made. Is there any? I just want to give you the opportunity to, if there's any other points you want to make, or any other reasons that you think students and parents should consider COD as the starting place for a STEM degree.
I can take it. I think a College of DuPage is a great place to consider starting your STEM degree. The cost is unbelievable. I'll share a short story with you that just recently happened within the last few weeks. I had a student that just completed our nuclear medicine technology program. It's just over a year. He enjoyed the program so much. He sat for certification boards and passed it. And he decided he was so passionate about the field that he was going to continue his education and go for 2 more semesters and get an additional certificate in computed tomography. He sent me an email from his tuition bill and said, "Can you believe this?" He was thrilled to pay the cost of our tuition at College of DuPage. He had been elsewhere years before, but he realized the value that we provide. And he said he gladly paid the tuition, just knowing the quality of the program and that the job outlook after completing the program was good. So I definitely would like to make sure everyone knows that that's a student perspective we don't always get. We're on the instructional side, faculty side, but it was just such a pleasant surprise to hear his perspective and his delight in really the value that College of DuPage provides.
And I can agree with Amy. There are so many other stories that I can say about my students. I would like to start by saying that we have this benefit of having smaller class sizes than the 4-year schools. Right. We are all coming from research backgrounds, work backgrounds, experiences. So the professors are linking with the students constantly. We have office hours. We guide the students. We are your advisors. I also want to add that there are sometimes opportunities that are available for community colleges like COD, which takes students to research early on compared to 4-year schools. For example, I advise my students to look into summer internships at different companies such as Abbott, Baxter. I have students who have gone to do research at Argonne National Lab or Fermi Lab. So they have different programs, and because we are in constant connection with our students, because of the smaller class sizes, we can advise our students better and constantly.
Great. So I have one final question. So if students and parents want more information, who should they contact?
Can I say Brian Caputo? Would that be too far to say? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. But I think we have, a counseling and advising hub that routes people in the correct direction once they start to apply to College DuPage. And I think that's what it comes down to, is apply to the college on cod.edu, and on the top right corner, apply now, get your information here, sit down, talk with someone, get routed to the right direction, and go on tour. See all the areas and the opportunities that are available. And it doesn't matter what area you start in, but go see it all and get a good grasp and understanding that's close to home of a start to your career.
And I would add to that we have, we are on multimedia, social networks. Our student clubs are all connected in social network. We have our YouTube channel. You can always contact us, the faculty. We are always here to help you, guide you, answer your questions, even before you want to register for our classes. So there are several different opportunities for you to connect with us.
I think both of you have done a great job answering that question. But I can maybe add just a little bit for the health science side of the online resources. It's really all there at your fingertips now with technology. And we have all online resources for the nursing and health sciences. We have the health science program advisors specifically for the health programs. We also have the health program career booklet that's posted online. So you can see all the different opportunities that are available and learn a little bit about the variety of programs that we offer. You can schedule an advising session. Once you're a COD student, you can schedule an advising session. And we also have navigators to help you navigate your way through College of DuPage.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I think this is very, very helpful information for students and parents.
Well, thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you.